What's up, everybody? It's Fine here, and I'm about to give you guys an top speed tune. This is going to be on the Viper SRT10 Coupe 2006. This is the last of the Vipers that are currently in the game right now that I have. I hope they bring in some more, at least some pretty good ones. But I know there's not a whole lot of other Vipers, but the roster that we have for Vipers, not too bad, honestly. Not too bad. This one here, though, the slowest out of the three that I have. I know the other two I posted, both of the GTSs went 264 and 265. This one, 251. Not too bad, honestly. Ain't too bad, but I don't know why. I think the only reason why is because I think that the SRT10 is slightly wider than the other two, so that may be a factor. But I said, I'm not really sure. Um, But going straight into the tune, the suspension is going to be slightly different than how most of my other tunes are. The ride height's going to be the same, so all the way down the front and rear. Anti-roll bars are always up to me, you guys. The compression is going to be different, as you guys can see here. It's going to be pretty much different most of the way down. The compression, you want 40 in the front, 20 in the rear, and for your extension, you want 50 in the front, 30 in the rear. So pretty much you want all the way up in the front and all the way down the rear. I tried this out just to see if it'll, give me slightly better handling, and it does seem to make slightly tighter movements. So it shouldn't be that bad in the turn. I haven't really tested it out because as I said before, I just did this because I haven't really touched this at all that much. Going over to the natural frequency or the spring rate, the front is going to be 2.55 right in the middle, and the rear is going to be 2.75 right in the middle. You guys can readjust those as you see as fit. I find out that this actually makes it where the body does not have that much of a movement against the wind, which is good because the nose, I have a feeling, might pick up a little bit if you have the string rate all the way down. So it'll make it really loose. I decided to have no camber on this one just to see how well it can handle the turn, and it handles just fine. Most of the time, whenever I'm working on cars, the reason I put a lot of not a lot, but whenever I put camber on cars, is because when I go into a turn without camber, for some reason, some of the cars will actually just not like that and just spin right out. I do not know why it does that sometimes, but they may have fixed it on this update. I'm not really sure because this is just after the update just came out. And for this is and for tow angle, none whatsoever. Going over to the transmission, with your fully customizable racing transmission, your top speed automatically adjusted is going to be set to 350 stock. All I have to do is bring that up to 450, and then once you get to 450, all you have to do is take your final, which is, from what I remember, is 3.071 at stock, I believe it is. And all you guys have to do is bring it down to 2.713. And you guys should have the exact same gearing as I do from first to fifth gear. Sixth gear, I've readjusted to hit 550 because if you guys do happen to run with slipstream and all out NOS to where it can last, a full lap at least, sixth gear should be okay. It may have to be readjusted to like maybe 530, maybe, because it seems to like the higher end of the gear versus the lower end. And you guys will see that once I go out to the track. But with this, you guys should be able to hit the speed I'm hitting. If you guys are having any issues whatsoever, if for some reason your gears are not matching up with mine, don't try to match up with the actual gear numbers, like the 0.710 for fifth gear. Try to match the max speed of the gears instead. So you just want to match what I have for fifth gear right now. Fourth gear, third, second, and first, I don't even bother with, honestly. Like, you guys can readjust this as you want to get a little bit faster, a little bit more of a 0 to 60 time quicker and all that stuff you can. But 5th gear is where I'm aiming at, so that's what I mainly mess around with. Hopefully I was giving you guys enough time to be able to write it down, do whatever you guys need to do to get the tunes tuned down, and I'm going to go out to the truck, show you how it goes and all that. The wind speed that I have right now is really good. It's almost ideal wind direction. Wind speed, not exactly. I mean, I've gotten 18 miles or 18 feet per second before, so it's not the best, but it's definitely like in the ballpark of like average. The acceleration on it is pretty decent, honestly. Most of the cars hit about 200. At least the cars that can hit about 250 to 260 hit about 200 just coming out of the turn. This is about 205 at 210, as you guys saw back there, just coming out of the first turn. At least from how I normally do in tests. There's not a whole lot I can really say, and I'm just trying to think of stuff to talk about, honestly, because it'll take a while for me to get to the backstretch. But if you guys are having any issues with the handling of any of the cars currently right now, I don't know how well they handle right now with the new update. I know they adjusted a little bit of the physics a little bit, but it was only towards some of the cars, I believe it was, and it was like the hybrid cars that they messed with on this update. So, but as you guys see here, I'm doing just slight adjustments, and it is pretty good on it. It is really, really snappy. So don't try to make really big adjustments or you might spin out. You guys are having that type of issue that where you guys are adjusting, turning a little bit, trying to get straight on the track and starting to fishtail a little bit. The best thing that I can say is to try to put sports tires on, ideally sports softs. Most of the cars will have some type of sports tires on them. I think most of them are like sports hard, I think. If not, definitely sports soft. But I would say just try to get sports soft tires if you guys are okay with spending a slight bit of money that it costs to get to those. But it'll definitely help out with the handling. Now on the turn, as before, this is very, very grippy. It likes anywhere on the turn to my knowledge so far. I'm not gonna try to put it on a very, very small line at the very bottom, just in case if it does want to fishtail. If it does, just put a little bit of camber on the tires and you guys should be fine. With the wind speed, 251 right there, just as you hit that check mark, I guess, or checkpoint. It gets up to speed pretty quickly. It could hit 252, 253 with the right gear, with the right gearing. You could readjust 5th gear to go a little bit longer, like the 460 or even 470 on the max output. But to my knowledge, the more you do that, the more likely you're going to be in like the middle of the bar there. So most likely you won't be going as fast, because as I said before, it likes more towards the end. So that's pretty much going to be it for the video. If you guys like the video, hit the like button. Also subscribe for more videos. I post every Monday/Thursday or Tuesday/Friday, depending which day I start posting on for the week. Also, if you guys have any questions, comment down below. I am putting up any, recommendations for any cars you guys want me to do top speed tunes for that I have not done previously. So far I have 2 cars after this one. So if there's any cars you guys want me to do, put them down in the comment below. And also share. It'd be great to get these tunes out, spread them out, get them all out to everyone, so everyone's in the same speed group, should I say. Yeah, with that, I will see you guys in the next video.